alright, let's give this a third attempt. I had Phytech come out, and they found out that the system had a corrupt file in the ECU. They plugged a little micro SD card right in the bottom of the handheld, which sends the file to the ECU, and the ECU reads that, and it says, oh, okay, I work now. The issue was the reluctor wheel in the 5.3 of this generation, because it's in that crossover year, and the 5.7 LS1 is that the reluctor wheel is clocked, or one of the teeth is spaced differently in the cycle, to where when it's supposed to reset the cycle after it reads all 8 cylinders and read back to number 1, it doesn't reset the computer, and it will just shut everything off because it senses something's wrong or something's not resetting. So he came down, plugged that right in, and before I knew it, it snapped fire, and it was running perfectly. So now I know everything I did was correct. It was just the ECU's fault. So yeah, only thing left now is radiator. I'm gonna get that tomorrow. Got to make a channel on both sides, and then a cross brace across, and then wire up the 2 fans. Make transmission lines going to the radiator, and then the power steering lines. I gotta take measurements and then find a place that can make that for me. Phytech, I'm gonna go down there and pick up the throttle cable bracket so I can control the cable from inside. And then I just need a tunnel and the shifter, and then it's drivable. Not comfortable, but drivable. And then I need to go get carpet, and then I can throw everything back in. So that should look very nice, and hopefully be very comfortable to drive. I got to get this thing ready for the zip tie drags coming up in a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks, couple months. It's coming up in January for Arizona. That's the nearest one to me. I'm not going to drive all the way up to Tennessee or any of the other ones that are around that are coming out that they just announced. So do that, and then save up to hop up the motor. It needs heads, cam, headers. The motor mounts that I welded in there lifted the motor a good amount to where I could probably fit headers in there. I'll have to look and see what will fit. And then whenever CPP, Classic Performance Products, decides to send me the measurements for the Mustang 2 suspension, I can hook up, or I can see what'll fit within the frame and get that to work. After that, I'm gonna take the center section of my diff to a buddy of mine. He's gonna weld the spider gears together and make a spool, because with 318,000 miles on it and how much play is on those axles and on that pinion, it probably won't matter what I do to it. If it hooks up, it's just gonna hand grenade. Yeah, that's it. I'll give you a little taste of what it sounds like started. Ignore the Toyota buzzer. That's stock and all that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Heck, the new fuel sending unit I put in works. Alright, let's see it. So yeah, that's that. It runs. Next step is to make sure it drives down the street. So I'll let you guys know what happens next.